Well, speaking of time to the highest bidder,
Hmm?
Sergio has been shown the money when it comes to Lyft
Let's see what Tony
and
thinks about this.
took advantage of that. So one of the interesting things is, they're improving. Sometimes you don't get bonuses with them. They're definitely out of the two between them and Uber. Uber, has quests usually every week, both times. So you get the weekend quest and the weekday quest. When it comes to Lyft, well, you may get one, you may not get one, and it just depends. So Sergio was shown one. This was
Right.
pretty interesting.
So yeah, I mean, look, Tony. So Monday through Thursday, they gave me Sergio. They said you do 12 trips, we'll give you 185 guarantee.
12 trips.
Yeah. So but it's a guarantee though. I have to do the 12 trips. So it's not a bonus, it's a guarantee.
Yeah.
What do you think the Sergio did with those 12 trips?
They were all shorties.
He's my man right here. Right,
Right?
here.
Oh, yeah.
See? My student, my proud, right here. Right.
Did it
So
take,
it
did it
says
take
right
you a
there.
full did it
Yeah.
take you a full day in the valley to do 12 for Lyft?
I did 23.
No. For that first one though, for that 12,
It took 3 hours.
that's it, right?
Yeah. So you'll see the numbers. So what happened? So it says good job. Okay, great. So I finished it right away. You earned 54.85. 113 guaranteed money showed up my way. I got my 185. So 12, 54.85. That includes the tips, by the way. Divided by 12. So average trip was like $4.
Mm-hmm.
I tried to hit the minimum, but there weren't that many. So I'll just gun for 1 mile pickup, 2 mile drop off. That's $4 right there.
Yeah.
So then
Yep.
Thursday comes, they go, Serge, we like you so much that now Friday 4 a.m. to Monday 4 a.m., if you do 23 trips, we give you $350. I'm like, man, my car is out of the garage.
Right.
So on that Friday, just one Friday, I did 23 in about 7 hours. People are going to go like, that's bullshit. You can't do 4 trips an hour. Trust me, you can if you know what you're doing. Yes, you can. I've done 6 actually per hour. So long story short, out of the 23 trips, including tips, my fares were only 105. That's less than $5. So it's like 4 and change. And my bonus was $244.94. So I took their $535, and now we'll go to the bigger numbers, and you guys will see. So with tips and everything, I did 35 trips in that week. It literally took me 2 days. Total pay was $560.87. Total booked miles, I drove for only 127 miles. That's like $4 plus a mile. That's like crazy profits right there.
Yeah.
And 7 hours and 8 minutes for $560. I don't know, what is that? $90, $80, some ridiculous, stupid number. Now, on the right side, you guys are going to see 19 hours and 50 minutes, right? So you're going to say, Serge, you didn't make $80 because that's on active time. How about online time? I'm like, okay, let's round that up to 20 hours. At 20 hours at 560, okay, is $28 an hour. Still reasonable. But now you may all ask, well, you donkey, you were out there 20 hours, you only made $560. I'm going to say, no, sir, I disagree, because while I had the app on for 19 hours on Lyft, I had my Uber Eats app on. In between, I was doing Uber Eats trips and everything else. So in that 20 hours, I ended up grossing about $210 on Uber Eats on top of that. So that came to like $770 for 20 hours. Now that brings my online hours to, respectable $40, $38. Now, this is what I want you guys to understand now. Lyft breaks you down. They send you this breakdown in PDF format a week later, okay? Now, Tony, look at the right side, okay? So clearly it says ride payments. Ride payments means tips, everything that the rider paid for these trips. It was $333.38. Do you guys see on the next one where it says negative $450 some dollars or whatever it says? It's too small, I can't read. But So Lyft lost $450 something. Now, everybody is going to say, Serge, you're full of S. They don't lose money. They're making 50%, 60%, 70%. That's the biggest complaint in the driver community, that they are making too much money. Well, in my case, they didn't. They lost $450 on me that week with those guarantees. However, I'm about to bust them on something. There's always something to bust them with. So on the right side, Tony, do you see where it says California driver benefits, $1.91? That's Prop 22 that passengers paid that I did not receive, obviously, because I was way above the minimum. So some couple of drivers had donations of 12 cents. Great. Now, here's when I'm going to bust them. This is how they're making themselves look like they're losing a lot of money, which they are not. On the next one, it says third-party fees and taxes. Third-party fees are airport trips. Most of the time, LAX is $4 in LA, Burbank is $3. Okay. Well, I only did like $4 trips. So obviously I did not go to any airport or anywhere near an airport. Okay. On top of that, it says taxes. Taxes, LA city taxes are very simple. It's 10 cents a trip. Okay. Now, Lyft, where is that $74 coming from? Are you doing this just to make yourself look like you're really boo-hoo-hoo losing too much money? There is some shady math going on here, Lyft. We need to discuss this. We need to have somebody come on and explain this to me.
Don't discuss anything, sir. You made $560. Let them do whatever they're gonna do.
No, I get it. But I'm
no,
like,
because think of it this way: if those bonuses weren't there, his take would have been much less, and that platform expense would have been positive.
Absolutely. Well, it wouldn't be positive. It still wouldn't be positive, Chris, because if the passenger, my thought, you know what my thought was, Chris? Remember, in fact, on our show, I said that probably lost like $200 on me this week, right? And I was pretty close. That $333 is what the passengers paid. $560, that's about a couple $100, 200 or so. So $455 is glorified. They did not lose $455. I am 100% sure. Okay. So they're like finagling some numbers here to make them look like, oh, we're just losing so much money. So why drivers are upset that we're getting 50% of the trip, blah, 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 blah. So no, I'm not complaining, Tony. I made $760 in 2 days of work, and I was happy about it.
It's just a funny math.
Yeah, funny math, right?
And big picture for Lyft was the smartest driver in LA didn't drive for Uber for 2 days. Is that worth an extra $300 out of Lyft's pocket? Yes, because I feel the same way. When I'm Lyft's on their bonus, they get me. They get me all day. And I'm not as good as you, so it does take me a couple more days to hit those bonuses that they've got. And so, but I'm not picking up Uber at all unless it's just totally dead on Lyft, and I just want to get out of there somewhere.
Yeah, I did pick up Uber, but it was Uber Eats. So I literally, both apps were on that whole 19 hours. I was out there. I didn't care if I made extra money on Uber Eats because the money on Lyft was good anyway. But a couple $210 is extra, is good money. And awesome. Mr. Risher, I never had food and passenger in the car at the same time. Ever. Never.
No dirty yapping this time.
No dirty yapping. No, I no dirty yapping. Now, I got pings while I was doing delivery from Lyft. And a couple I probably would have done because they were shorties. But I go, you know what? Nope. I'm just going to decline. Let's not mess with it. Let's everybody do their thing. And
otherwise you might be that the next news article says, my driver kept me hostage while they were delivering their food.
I have to deliver this package.
Chris, are you getting these kind of offers on the East Coast too from Lyft?
From Lyft, no. I really don't get anything from Lyft. From Uber, I get actually some pretty good bonuses. Like,
so is this a West Coast thing that Lyft is like really trying to be aggressive in competing against Uber for drivers?
Lyft has been showing the money more often.
I honestly, they're kind of, all up in the air. Like sometimes you'll get bonuses, sometimes you won't. Sometimes you will, sometimes you won't. It just depends. I was getting great bonuses on Lyft, probably 2-3 months ago, Sergio. I was getting ridiculous bonuses.
Yeah.
So
I was like jealous, bro.
Yeah, like these were like 40 rides, $450 bonus.
Oh my god!
So like bonus, not guaranteed. There was no guarantees there. These were bonuses.
On top,
on
top of your earnings.
Yeah. So this was going like January, February, March time frame, And then after that, it just pretty much stopped. So it's like, oh, okay then. But Uber, on the other hand, what they're doing is I get the ride quest bonuses. So it's not the dollar amounts, it's the actual ride amounts. And they're pretty decent. Obviously, they're better on the weekend than they are during the week itself. And they fluctuate. It just depends on what's going on. Actually, they're a little bit higher than what I would have thought they would be. Just because with everything going on, just summer, schools are out, you know, all schools are out, college is out, all of that. So it's usually a lot quieter at this time. You can still go out and make a ton of money though, but you just got to change how you're doing it. Because a lot of the times when it's in school, you have a lot less drivers on the road because teachers aren't driving. And then the flip side is you have a lot of college rides. So you're going to and from like North and South UB. You're going from Buff State to like downtown or something like that. So it just depends on how you play it and all that.
So Tony, next time you get that, I used my Lyft's my favorite Lyft tool in the whole app is the area filter. The one with the radius.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And
that stay within an area is amazing.
That's what I did. I set it 5 miles of my house, bro. And then, behind me, there's all mountains. There's nothing. So I literally cut it to 2.5 miles. From Northridge Mall to, to the hills and back and forth and back and forth. I was like, okay, it was 23 trips in like 7 hours. No, 35 trips in 7 hours, actually. Because it was total active time. I mean, heck, man, you can still make money,
All right, thanks for watching. That short little clip was from our live stream, Show Me the Money Club with Sergio and myself, Tuesdays, 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific. Make sure you subscribe, turn on all notifications so you'll be notified when we go live, as well as all of our awesome content. Make sure to check out this video right here, which will take you to the entire live stream, or check out this video right there. All right, drive smart, everyone.